I'm Stevie Green.
I'm Jennifer Hicks.
We're with Purpose Planning. We have been getting a lot of questions about the Social Security Fairness Act and its impact on retirees. So we wanted to take a few minutes to break it down. As of March 2025, the Social Security Fairness Act has officially been enacted, bringing major changes for individuals who were affected by the windfall elimination provision, which is the WEP, and then the government pension offset, which is the GPO.
So if you were impacted by WEP or the GPO, you probably already know about that because you got a reduction when you applied for Social Security. Or if you are planning to retire, you're seeing that reduction calculation. So if those two things have not impacted your Social Security in the future, this probably doesn't impact you. But if it did, which there are a lot of people out there, you're going to see some big changes in your Social Security payment.
It's a big deal.
Yes, it is.
These provisions have historically reduced the Social Security benefits of people who worked in jobs where they paid into Social Security, but then they also had a pension. So here's the great news. The Social Security Fairness Act has done away with the windfall provision and the government pension offset. This change now provides relief for individuals who have at least 30 years of substantial earnings in Social Security covered jobs.
So if you worked a significant amount of jobs that paid into Social Security, you may see an increase in your benefit now or as you approach retirement.
In fact, the Social Security Administration already began issuing retroactive payments to over 1 million people who were affected by this.
We've already seen clients who have received checks, and sometimes they are lump sum and sometimes they are increase in your Social Security benefit.
It's great news for them.
Yeah.
So what does this mean for you? If you've been affected by the WEP or the GPO, you could receive more money in your Social Security checks moving forward.
If you're nearing retirement or already retired, this could be a big change that impacts your overall financial situation and planning.
What should you do next? First, check your Social Security statement to see how your benefits might change. You can do this by going to Social Security Administration's website, and if you believe you're eligible for retroactive payments, keep an eye out for any communication from the Social Security Administration.
Finally, if you have any questions, you know we're here. You want to review your retirement strategy or retirement plan in light of these changes, feel free to give us a call, reach out to Purpose Planning. We're here to help.
Have a great day.